Sinhala polity as a whole responded to that. It has to be intellectual, it has to refer history, geography, the economic realities, political efficacy, things like that, and challenge them on the realities that are at hand, right? If you can't prove traditional homelands, forget it. So you come to the table with your history, others can come with their history. So the nationalists, if they are elected, I don't know, from the trends that we are hearing, we see that people like Vimal Veerawansa, Dinesh Gurunandana, Champika Ranawaka have performed exceptionally well. That's a signal to everyone that people have not are not unaware of the threat, the Islamist threat that really exists. LTT was just one articulation of that particular idea. Defeated, terrorism defeated, but that does not mean it can't happen again, and that does not mean that people like, organizations like the TNA, like the TULF, cannot start doing this whole Elam business all over again and take us down the road to destruction and death and displacement, dismemberment, the 60,000 lives that are totally unnecessarily lost. That's a huge blow to our nation, the human resources that we lost. 2 insurrections and a war. That's 200,000 people. If we take 1% of that, 1%, that is a significant number of people who could have done so much for this country.
So I guess that is how this election becomes crucial, because this is the parliamentary election, first parliamentary election after LTT has been eliminated, but still the wish of Elam, so to say, is still alive. So in that context, we know that the president now has a strong parliament based on the trends. What should he do in terms of strategy to all that?
To the extent that people can aspire anything, they can want anything, they can dream about anything. If the Tamil community has gone with the TULF, now if I promise the sun and the moon and you vote for me, that's legitimate. You can want the sun and moon. Whether I can deliver or not is a different matter. But
because anybody will vote for the sun and the moon.
And you will get frustrated. And
because there's a gap in the expectation.
And the deliverability. And then you will say, okay, you are not giving me the sun and moon, but X person there is having a gun and he's saying he's going to deliver sun and moon, I'm going to join him. That kind of thing can happen. So if the Tamil community or anyone else says we have this grievance, that has to be addressed. The president can use the strength that he has been given by the people in this election to examine those grievances and expectations, the aspirations that find articulation in the result. If the TNA has been overwhelmingly elected, you can't say, let them go to hell. I have 140. I have 140 MPs. That is not being a statesman, and I don't think President Rajapaksa is going to be just another politician.
That is the concern and fear a lot of opposition members and a school of thought is there, that the president might not look at the grievances, because even in the morning when they were analyzing election results, they said that the president play lip service to reducing the power of the presidency, but actually he has been more presidential than ever. That is a school of thought that is obviously there.
Someone will say he's been a tyrant, someone will say he's been one of the best leaders that we've had since independence. That's a personal opinion. But what he can do, if you ask me what I want my president to do, he's my president whether I voted for him or not, I want him to be a representative of the people. I want him to deliver on the things that are crucial to this country, to our people, and to the extent that we have this festering issue about nationalism, about who we are as a nation, that he has to work on, because right now Mahinda Rajapaksa has only to worry about one thing: how history is going to remember him. How will history remember the name Mahinda Rajapaksa? Is his name going to be written in letters of gold, as they say? Is it going to be in some grey color, black, white, whatever? But how is he going to be remembered? What is the legacy he wants to leave behind? This is where he can be more than a president. He can be a statesman. He can be more than a politician. He can be a statesman. And I have always stated that the way he has to do this is simple. It's all written, already written. The Dasaraj Dharma. If he reads the grade 11 Buddhism book about good governance, it's all there. The Sapta Apariharani Dharma, the Dasaraj Dharma, the Satara Brahma Vihara, all that is there. How to be a good leader, how to be a good politician, how to be a good president. He has to read, like all politicians should read, the grade level as O level Buddhism book and the chapter on good governance. He doesn't have to go to these NGOs and all these people for whom it's like magic, and good governance is something created by the West 3 years ago and 3 years and 7 months ago. It's all rubbish. It's all there, and he is a person who has the ability. Now he has the backing of the people, and he has a strong parliament, strong presence in parliament.
So all ingredients are in place now.
So let's see what he does, and if he doesn't, we will object.
And on the same note, you were referring towards the international NGOs also. So what is this the election result implying to the international community? What is the signal to the international community?
The international community, the foul-mouthed elements of the international community, the irrational, the people who can't stand the fact that things have not turned out the way they wanted it to turn. They have to understand that the people are with the president. That whether good or bad, what he does is a different matter, but right now the people are with the president, and if any pressure is brought upon Mahinda Rajapaksa and the government in order to hurt Sri Lanka, in order to effect regime change in an external manner, it's going to come at a large cost. And I don't think the international community is stupid. I mean, even these elements, they have to fall in line. Not that we can go and give the finger to the United States or anyone else. We're a small country. We have to understand those realities too. But they have to understand this, that we have pride, we have dignity, and the people have said, we are standing with the president.
Okay, Malinda. So that was an election analysis, results analysis brought to you by Ayubowan Sri Lanka. We'll be back with you later.